So most of us get it wrong, what it actually takes to become the person who other people desire to be around, and the person who actually progresses in life, in both social life and in their life in general. And we tend to try to follow some cheap paths and some easy routes when it comes to trying to make new friends, or when it comes to making ourselves be more desirable for other people. And these cheap ways usually tend to make us some fake connections, or they do not result in any connections at all. Because being a desirable person who other people want to be around is not an easy task. And it's not something that you can just solve by some cheap tricks and stuff. So in this video, I will talk about 3 things in which, if you realize, it will be much easier for you to become a more desired, more competent person, let's say, in which other people will be more willing, more wanting to be around you. So the first thing that I want you to realize is that you cannot act your life. You actually need to change. So you can see some cheap YouTube videos, like some 5 easy tricks to make people like you instantly, or 3 easy things that you can do to be more desired. I mean, some of these things, if implemented on top of your actual personality, can work, yes, can alleviate your overall vibe and stuff. But in order for people to actually like you, and for you to actually like yourself as well, you need some change. At least this applies to most of us. You cannot just act in a certain way to make sure that people like you. You actually become that person first. You cannot act it. You have to become it. For example, some videos talk about 3 tips to become more confident. I mean, becoming confident is not really that complicated after all. You just have to become a more competent person. You have to respect yourself more. And in order to respect yourself more, you need to make yourself a more valuable person by achieving things, by eliminating some useless stuff from your life, by gaining new experiences. So basically, increasing your value as a human, learning new things, learning new habits, and learning how to talk, for example, more fluently. If you do these things, you will automatically become more confident. There is no like simple 3 or 2 tricks that you can do to make yourself infinitely more confident. This is just acting. And people do not like other people who act. They like people who actually behave as they are, with their real character. And you have to actually become this character in order to be valued by other people as well. You cannot just act to become more confident. You cannot just act like you're successful. You cannot just act like you know a lot of things. These things are only to fool people, let's say. If you act in certain ways to make people think certain things about you, this will not lead you to have real connections. In order to have these real connections who actually value you for you, not the things that you act out, you have to actually become what you're trying to act out. You get what I mean? So you cannot just really act your life in a certain way. You actually need to change yourself in order to actually be something. You cannot just act your way to being confident. You cannot just act your way to being successful. You cannot just act your way to being rich. You have to actually become something in order for other people to respect you. So don't forget this. And the second thing that you need to realize is that if you fill your pockets more, you will be more desired automatically. When I say fill your pockets, I don't mean to fill your pockets with more money. I simply mean to fill your pockets with more valuable stuff. And valuable stuff is definitely not equal to money. Of course, money is a valuable thing, but there are far more many things that you can fill your pockets with other than money, which will automatically make you more desirable. And of course, they will also lead you to make money easier. And these are things that you can do to actually increase your value as a person, increase your competency, let's say. For example, if you learn how to talk more fluently, this will automatically lead you to have more fluent conversations with other people, in turn which will make you much more desired to have a conversation with. This is something valuable that you can put into your pocket. Or gaining a very good discipline and actually progressing in certain tasks in your life. For example, this might be in your school or your job or some of your habits, like maybe your fitness journey and stuff. These will also automatically cause other people to respect you and desire you more. So if you fill your pockets up with these valuable stuff, the more that you can fill your pockets with, the better you become. You'll be automatically more desired. But if you're an empty person, if your character and your personality is just made up of one or two things or one or three simple things, then you'll not be desired. If the only point that you're proud of yourself is your progress in some video games, you will not be desired. If you only have a good looking body, but you do not read, you do not learn new things, you can't really get into some deep conversations, you don't really have any other pursuit in your life other than your fitness journey, then you will still not be desired. Even though you have a six-pack or some veiny or big arms, you still will not be desired by other people. Because the more that you have, the more that you will be desired. But I don't mean this in a way to sound like, oh, you have to have tons of money for people to like you. I don't mean filling your pockets in valuable things as having more money. Of course, that counts as well, but valuable things that you can fill your pocket is a much more wider concept than just money. And if you fill your pockets with these type of things, if you're a more capable human, you will automatically be more liked by people and you will be more desired. And the third and the last thing that I want to mention is again something that you can implement very easily, and it will just alleviate your social connections very much. It's something very simple and very effective, and it's to learn how to listen to people correctly. When you're having a conversation with someone, just let them talk for a minute. Just don't interrupt them. Don't try to put some parentheses here and there. Just let them finish their point and understand what they actually mean. Listen to them. Make some gestures. Repeat what they're saying. All of these things that I said is an way to actually effectively listen to a person. If you just implement these and listen to a person correctly, you will automatically be more desired by this person in the first place. Because when people talk, most of us do not really look for answers. Most of us do not really look for solutions. We actually look for someone who can actually listen to us. That's all that most people need. They do not really need you to solve their big problems. They just need to let it out. They just need to be listened. This is what most people need when it comes to getting into a conversation, being listened. And if you actually learn how to listen and understand what other people are saying, you will be 3 times more desired instantly. And it's not really hard either. You just need to shut your fucking mouth up and just listen to what other person is saying. Just get out of the prejudices in your mind. Do not think about what you want to say next. Just focus on what they are saying and what they are trying to explain and what they are feeling while they are talking to you. And if you realize these 3 facts, you will be instantly more desired by other people. And this will be reflected in some other aspects in your life as well. In your work, in all of your social connections, in your relationships. If you just implement these 3 things and understand these 3 realizations, you'll be on a golden path on social interactions. So that's all for now. And you can comment down below what type of other things that we can add to this list. I'm very curious about your thoughts as well. And I will catch you on the next one.